Welcome into another edition of the 2018 3A State Baseball Tournament live from Treasure Valley Community College in Ontario, Oregon, as the Payette Pirates get set to take on the Bonners Ferry Badgers. The Badgers seed 1A, 14-5 on the season, 8-1 out of the 3A Intermountain League, while the Payette Pirates are seed 3B, 22-3 on the season, 8-0 out of the Snake River Valley Conference. The Pirates will throw Christopher Walker out there on the mound for this game, while Bonners Ferry will go with Will Parr. Let's meet the batting lineups first for Bonners Ferry, which will bat first, coming up in the top of the first inning. Brady Bateman, the catcher, will lead off. Seth Bateman, second baseman, bats second. Shane Walker at first base batting third. Chris Sabin, the cleanup man, is at shortstop. Jared Fess, the right fielder, bats fifth. Mason Eby, the center fielder, batting sixth. Batting seventh, Ty Bateman, the third baseman. Seamus Skeen is the left fielder, batting eighth. And Will Parr on the mound, batting ninth. Payette's batting lineup: Bryant Gertis, shortstop, bats first. Austin Stryker, catching, batting second. Mason Reinierson, the first baseman, batting third. Bryce Marshall in center, bats fourth. Gabe Lopez, third baseman, fifth. Christopher Walker pitching and batting sixth. Spencer Mannery, designated hitter, batting seventh. Dino Rodriguez, right fielder, batting eighth. And Sebastian Monzo, the second baseman, will bat ninth. Let's meet the local advertisers for today's game. For Payette, Agile Homes, Farmers Mutual Telephone Company, Guild Mortgage, Pioneer Title Company, Steve's Hometown Chevrolet, the Insurance Group in Fruitland, Coldwell Banker, Classic Properties, and for Bonners Ferry, P1FCU, Super One Foods, and the Kootenai River Inn. Farmers Mutual Telephone Company. Hey, Pirate baseball fans, do you need high-speed internet without annoying data caps and free installation? Look no further than Farmers Mutual Telephone Company in Fruitland. With prompt and friendly local technicians that install your internet in days, not weeks, you will be able to stream, game, and surf with ease. Sign up in May and receive your first month of internet for free. For more information, call 208-452-6016 or stop by their Fruitland office. No one can argue that even pirates need high-speed internet. And for more than 50 years, Guild Mortgage has helped home buyers live their dream of home ownership by being one of the leading independent mortgage banking companies in the United States. Guild Mortgage in Fruitland combines the advantages of being a large company with a depth of knowledge, skill, level, and technology, while also being run by local people who understand the local area and economy. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or 50th, contact Kara Curry at Guild Mortgage for your next mortgage loan. Their office in Fruitland is located at 127 North Whitley Drive, or call 208-740-9071. Guild Mortgage, the smarter mortgage company, says go Pirates, as the left-hander Christopher Walker goes through his warm-up tosses out there on the hill. On the season, the left-hander is 6-0 with a .53 ERA in 10 appearances. He also has a save to his credit. Payette will come out with the red tops for this afternoon game, with white pants. Bonners Ferry with the pinstripe white pants. Navy blue tops with light blue for their lettering. Sven Elskog here for IdahoSports.com. Glad you could join us for this one. Bonners Ferry and Payette. Brady Bateman steps in. First pitch swinging, hits it on a rope to second base. Monzo to first in time for out number one. One pitch, one gone for Bonners Ferry. First pitch coming at 12:57 local time. 64 degrees and partly cloudy as we get underway. Bonners Ferry, a team that has some lefties in their lineup, and that might be a big reason why Walker is the choice here for this first game as he gets a strike on the inside corner, 0-1 the count. First two men in the lineup for the Badgers lefties, both the Batemans, as that's a called strike, 0-2. Three Batemans in the starting lineup. Brady doing the catching, Seth the second baseman, and Ty Bateman is the third baseman in this one. Walker, the leg kick, the pitch, and it is slapped into left field. That's going to drop in. Might be extra bases. A quick roundabout of first base by Seth Bateman and a headfirst dive into second base. And a one-out double for Seth Bateman, and the Badgers are in business here in the top of the first. Didn't try to do too much with it and hit it the opposite way, right along the line down there on the third base side. And the Badgers have a runner in scoring position with one out for Shane Walker. Walker, the first baseman, stands into the right-handed batter's box. He's the first right-handed batter to face the lefty, Christopher Walker, so far this afternoon. First pitch is a fastball. Waved at and missed, 0-1. Both these teams were in the state tournament as well last year. In fact, take a look at the first three games. All six teams were in the tournament last year. The last game, Homedale and South Fremont, features the only teams that were not in this a year ago. And as Walker fouls that off right into my car's windshield down the first base side, 0-2 the count. We got lucky last year. See if it happens again. I parked much further away, though, that time, so I lowered my odds. Lead off of second base by Seth Bateman. The 0-2 pitch is outside, 1-2. Saw lots of power from Walker last year in this state tournament. 1-2 pitch. It swung out and missed, but it goes all the way to the backstop. That's going to be a strikeout that allows him to reach. Heading to third base on the wild pitch is Seth Bateman. And Tracy Bratcher is going to come out of the third base dugout for Payette and have a discussion with the home plate umpire here. And quickly it's resolved. They shake heads and go their respective ways. No argument at all there from Bratcher. So with one out in the top of the first, runners are on first and third by way of a double by Seth Bateman and a strikeout and a reach for Shane Walker. And Chris Sabin will be the batter, the shortstop. Big gap in right center field. The pitch. Swung on and missed, 0-1. Infield, a double play depth here as Payette tries to get out of the first inning. Walker shakes off the first sign, likes the second one. The kick, the pitch, fouled off, 0-2 into the Bonners Ferry dugout. Badgers have two different uniform combinations, the pinstripes and the navy tops. They are wearing the navy tops for this game, and those two different uniform combinations come with different numbers, but fortunately, Tom Turpin was kind enough to give us all of those numbers. Sometimes that doesn't happen, so it is much appreciated on our end. They actually have pinstripes and navy blue, but the pinstripes are the pants, so it comes with intelligence that these are the navy blue tops. 0-2 the count. One out, top of the first, the pitch. Outside corner called strike three, couldn't turn on it. So back-to-back strikeouts, but only 2 outs in the inning still as the inning will continue, and Jared Fest, the right fielder, will be the batter. Last game, we saw just one run come across the plate. That was for Kimberly as they went on to win that game thanks to a complete game shutout for Lars Christensen and 3 hits and a run for Nate Bailey. Bailey got 3 of the 5 hits in that game for Kimberly as a pickoff throw over first base. A good pickoff throw as well for Walker as he almost caught the other Walker, Shane Walker, leaning. This time he'll come home with it, rolled on the ground to shortstop. Gertis up with it, tosses it to Monzo at second base. And that is out number 3. No runs in the inning on 1 hit. There were no errors, and 2 runners are left aboard. Bottom of the first inning coming up. Bonners Ferry nothing, and Payette coming up.
Your dream, your concept, your commitment, your credit union, Westmark Credit Union, everything you need.
Toyota Tundra, as safe as it is tough, American-made and ready to work or play. For details, see your local Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places.
I just remember being in shock and just saying, no, not Bobby. I remember going on Facebook and all these kids had already posted on his wall, rest in peace, Bobby, I'll miss you. And I don't know that Bobby even realized how much he'd be missed. Put your seatbelt on, just put it on.
Bottom of the first inning coming up, and Payette will be heading to the plate. Bryant Gertis, the shortstop, will lead off. Austin Stryker is catching, batting second. Mason Reinierson, the first baseman, bats third. Bryce Marshall in center field, batting fourth. Gabe Lopez, the third baseman, bats fifth. Christopher Walker pitching and batting sixth. Spencer Mannering, the designated hitter, bats seventh. Dino Rodriguez in right bats eighth, and Sebastian Monzo in second and batting ninth. Left to right in the outfield for Bonners Ferry. It is Skeen in left, Eby in center, Fess in right, Ty Bateman at third, Saban at shortstop, Seth Bateman at second, Walker at first, Brady Bateman behind the plate, and Will Parr on the mound, the right-hander. And Will Parr has himself a mighty task of trying to slow down a really good batting lineup for Payette. The first pitch is a fastball, called strike on the outside corner to Bryant Gertis. Pioneer Title Company, a proud supporter of Payette Athletics, and wishes them luck here at State. Another fastball low and outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Third baseman playing on the cut of the grass, that's Ty Bateman. Pitch is swung on and skied in the air on the infield, coming in towards the grass. And catching it despite the sun is Seth Bateman for out number 1. So 1 guy in the bottom of the first inning for Payette, and Austin Stryker, the batter. Austin Stryker this season, a .312 batting average, 28 runs and 12 RBIs. Also has a home run to his credit. Pitch hit foul down the third baseline, 0-1. Reinierson on deck, and if anybody reaches, Bryce Marshall. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled off again. Tracy Bratcher trying to give himself a hand bruise there, but misses everything, so he's good. Seen some nice plays by third base coaches this year. He didn't have an opportunity that time. Outside 0-2. Nice breaking ball. Started out towards his shoulder and bent over the middle of the plate for a called strike 3, and Austin Stryker goes down. 2 gone for Payette in the first. That was filthy by Will Parr. Not a whole lot you can do about that if you're the batter. So 2 outs. And this one is hit into shallow right center field. Backing up is the second baseman, Seth Bateman, who is playing pretty deep. Give himself an opportunity to make that play, and he does for his second play of the inning. 1-2-3 goes Payette. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. And we will head to the top of the second inning, scoreless from Treasure Valley Community College. Steve's Hometown Chevrolet Buick GMC is your premier auto dealer in Payette. They provide high-quality new and used vehicles, as well as superior customer service to their customers. Steve's Hometown Chevrolet Buick GMC is located just off Highway 95, a few minutes away from Payette High School. Interstate 84 is also only a short drive away, so they're easily accessible to drivers coming from Caldwell and Nampa too. Check out their new and used inventory online at steveshometownchevrolet.com or see them in person at 915 South Main Street in Payette. Steve's Hometown Chevrolet Buick GMC is a big supporter of local schools and athletes. The insurance group in Fruitland is most often described using 5 words: integrity, commitment, creativity, quality, and trust. Since they're independent and locally owned, your insurance needs are working for you, not an insurance company. Their agents work with you to develop creative solutions to your insurance needs, helping you manage your risks and control costs while earning your trust is their #1 goal. Visit them in person at 211 North Whitley Drive in Fruitland or call 208-452-3543. The Insurance Group, where insurance really is their middle name. 6, 7, and 8 this inning. Mason Eby, Ty Bateman, and Seamus Skeen. Mason Eby, the center fielder, will lead off the inning. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Next one swung on and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch by Walker is just off the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, no score in this one as Bonners Ferry left a runner on third base back in the first inning. There's also a runner at first. Swung on and missed. Count evens at 2-2. It was a good effort by Walker to battle out of it. He retired the last 2 men of the inning. Chris Sabin, a looking strikeout, and a ground out to shortstop by Jared Fess. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and hit softly into shallow right field. Going to land in. They're going to have to play at first base, but they overshoot the first baseman, Ryan Earson, by about 10 feet. And that'll go all the way to the backstop. And heading into second base on a throwing error by the right fielder, Dino Rodriguez, is Mason Eby. So a single and a throwing error.
Ty Bateman, the third baseman.
And Bonners Ferry has a runner on second base and nobody out. Ty Bateman, the third baseman, the batter. Walker, a part of a Payette pitching staff that has pretty good depth. Got 3 guys that can start at anybody's top end of the rotation. As this one hit back to Walker, he throws over to first base in time to retire Ty Bateman.
Hit to the first. Walker to Ryan Earson for out.
So Eby is 90 feet away.
Seamus Skeen, then a pitcher, Will Parr.
So Seamus Skeen left fielder. Looking to make it happen out there. 1-0 the count as the first pitch misses. Parr, the pitcher, on deck. Swung on and hit high in the air. Off with the mask, the catcher, Stryker. He finds it and makes the catch for out number 2. 2 gone for Bonners. As again, second inning in a row, they've had a runner over there at third base.
Route number 2.
Will Parr will try and bring him in here.
Will Parr, the pitcher, then up to the top of the order to Brady Bateman.
Our last game took just over an hour to finish 7 innings. So this one has a lot to live up to as far as pace of play is concerned. First pitch to Parr is in the dirt. Nice block by Stryker. Goes to 1-0. Calm wind out there, blowing the flag around in center field. As pretty nice day for baseball it's shaped out to be as we've gone on here today. Swung on and missed. Count 1-1. It'll get up to 76 degrees later today, and the rain percentage is going up. It's now 51% by 5 o'clock, so we'll see how the last game or two goes today. This hit into right field for a base hit. That'll bring in Mason Eby on an RBI single for Will Parr. And Bonners Ferry has the first run of the game.
Nice bit of hitting by Will Parr. Brings up the top of the order, Brady Bateman, the catcher, then Seth Bateman, the second baseman.
Top of the order, Brady Bateman, who grounded out to second in his first at-bat. Leg kicking the pitch. Low, 1-0. Called strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Not a lot that Brady Bateman could do there. Seth Bateman is on deck. He doubled back in the last inning. It'll be back-to-back lefty batters. Seth on deck. Brady hits this one to second base. Getting over to make the play, though, is the first baseman, Ryan Nearson, as he calls off Bonzo to make the play. 1 run in the inning. It comes home by way of 2 hits. There was 1 error in the inning, and a runner left on first base. Bottom of the second coming up. Bonners Ferry 1, Payette nothing. Back after this on IdahoSports.com.
You're gonna win big at the Kootenai Casino and Spa.
Now is a great time to plinko and spin your way to riches at the Kootenai Casino in Bonners Ferry. Every day in May, you can qualify for a chance to play Kootenai Plinko or Super Spins and win up to $1,000 in free bonus play. More bonus play means more shots and mega jackpots. And May is the last month we're offering $59 weekday room rates. So book your Kootenai Casino getaway by calling 888-YOU-ARE-LUCKY.
You're gonna win big.
We know a place where they bake everything fresh every day. It's right across from this great little deli, which happens to be right next to a great little butcher shop, and one of the best places in town for fresh seafood. Of course, you might expect to pay a little more in places like these, but you won't, because you'll find all these great little places in one great big place. Super One Foods, the first place to save.
Take the P1FCU 60-Day Challenge. You can try out all the benefits of our Good Sense Enhanced checking account for only $4.99. That's 50% off our regular price. What are you waiting for? Take the challenge today. P1FCU, your community, your credit union.
We head to the bottom of the second inning. Coldwell Bankers, one of the top real estate companies in the Treasure Valley. Jeff and Marquita Williams at Coldwell Banker Classic Properties in Payette are dedicated to serving their clients in the western Treasure Valley. Their real estate team is also closely linked to a wide variety of service providers who are experienced in assisting you in selling your home or purchasing your dream home. Whatever your needs are, they have the resource to help you out. Give Jeff or Marquita a call at 208-642-9316 for all your real estate needs. Good luck, Pirates, from all the agents at Coldwell Banker Classic Properties in Payette. 0-1 the count on Bryce Marshall, the center fielder. Pitch low, 1-1. Marshall, Lopez, and Walker. Anybody reaches Spencer Mannery. This one hit foul into the bullpen and batting cage area down the first base line. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Marshall. One, 2 is outside off the plate. Count evens. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, want to thank those Bonners Ferry supporters. P1FCU, Super One Foods, and the Kootenai River Inn. Next pitch hits him directly behind Bryce Marshall, and that's about as easy to take of a hit-by pitch as you could possibly have. Barely nicked him. He won't even remember that happened when he wakes up tomorrow. It was a soft landing. Gabe Lopez, third baseman. There's a middle infield at double play depth for Bonners Ferry. Lopez, .290 batting average this season. He's hit 4 doubles and has 17 RBIs. Also scored 17 times. Pitch misses, 1-0. 4 games going on right now. Cole Valley taking on Firth in the 2A state tournament. Blackfoot and Skyview in the 4A ranks as that one swung on and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. And in the 5As, Mountain View is playing right now. The Mountain View Mavericks are playing. Couldn't remember that one. Let's see. Bonneville. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Throw to first base. Got it. It's actually strike 2, but they did get the runner at first base. 2-3.
First baseman Walker is tagged for out number 1.
Great throw there by Brady Bateman. High and outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two bends too far down. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Count's gone full.
Strike 3 for out number 2.
Gets him looking. Second strikeout looking already
Christopher Walker
for Will Parr.
and the DH Spencer Mannery.
Swung on and missed. 0-1 on Walker. Christopher Walker, the pitcher. Fouls this one back, 0-2. 2 outs in the inning. Bryce Marshall was hit by a pitch leading off the frame, but he was picked off first on a quick snap throw by the catcher Brady Bateman. Tom Turpin is going to have a conversation with the home plate umpire. He looks like he got hit by that right ankle area. And the trained professional will come out as well as the base umpire to have a conversation, see if home plate umpire is all right here.
Steve Contalon is the umpire behind the plate. Over at third base is Ian Osgood. At first base, Jacob Mills.
So back to baseball, 0-2 on Walker. Pitch is high and outside, 1-2. Great crowd on hand for Payette here as they are all here. It's a home game for them. It's outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. People from Bonners Ferry, they had a ways to go. You can see some blue representation here as well. 2-2 pitch, swung out and missed. Strike 3. And that will end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. Top of the third inning, 1-0, Bonners Ferry.
Bottom of the second inning for the Pirates.
We'll keep it right here and remind you that you can move into a brand new personalized built home that fits you by Agile Homes in Fruitland. Agile Homes is locally owned and loves supporting the area high schools and the student athletes, fantastic supporters of high school athletics.
Custom designs, t-shirts, and screen printing.
And Pirate baseball fans, do you need high-speed internet without annoying data caps and free installation? Look no further than Farmers Mutual Telephone Company in Fruitland, with prompt and friendly local technicians that install your internet in days, not weeks, to be able to stream, game, and surf with ease. Sign up in May and receive your first month of internet for free. For more information, call 208-452-6016 or stop by their Fruitland office. No one can argue that even pirates need high-speed internet. As well, Steve's Hometown Chevrolet Buick GMC is your premier auto dealer in Payette. They provide high-quality new and used vehicles as well as superior customer service to their customers. Steve's Hometown Chevrolet Buick GMC is located just off Highway 95, a few minutes away from Payette High School. Interstate 84 is also only a short drive away, so they're easily accessible to drivers coming from Caldwell, Nampa, and even Bonners Ferry. Check out their new and used inventory online at steveshometownchevrolet.com or see them in person at 915 South Main Street in Payette. Steve's Hometown Chevrolet Buick GMC is a big supporter of local schools and athletics.
Baseman steps in here in the top of the third. Shane Walker, first baseman on deck.
No, I was just making a joke. It's come from anywhere. Why not? It's like, what? Ontario Payette and Bonners Ferry. Sounds like Steve's Hometown Chevrolet needs to create a Bonners Ferry branch as well. Then they'll have the whole state covered. Just kidding. They'll have the SRV and District 1 covered. As that's a pitch on the outside corner for a called strike to Seth Bateman, 0-1. All I know is that Dave Smith Motors is the big thing up there in the north. They are everywhere. Pitch outside, 1-1. I grew up in Washington, and they were constantly on the radio in western Washington. Every station had Dave Smith commercials. Dave Smith, a fantastic supporter of IdahoSports.com as well, so I'm not providing completely free advertising there. 1 ball and 1 strike pitch is off the plate, 2 balls and 1 strike. Seth Bateman doubled and advanced as far forward as third base back in the first inning. Was left stranded there as Chris Sabin struck out looking, and Jared Fest grounded out. Pitch outside, 3-1. We're in Ontario, Oregon, Treasure Valley Community College. Temperature was 64 degrees at first pitch. This one hit on the ground right between a diving first baseman Mason Reinierson and the second baseman Monzo, and into right field for a base hit.
Bateman on with the base hit. Shane Walker, the first baseman, steps in, and he'll be followed by Chris.
So back-to-back at-bats with a hit for Seth Bateman, and Shane Walker will come up. Walker struck out in the first inning, but he was able to reach base as the pitch went all the way to the backstop. 3 strikeout victims so far for Christopher Walker. Excuse me, 2 strikeout victims. 3 is for Will Parr. No balls and 1 strike to Walker. From Walker. Shane hits this one high in the air on the infield. Pitcher Walker calls for it and makes the catch. That's the right guy to make the catch, as Walker plays center field as well for Payette, so he is an expert at hauling it in.
Chris Sabin, shortstop. Jared Fess on deck.
Big swing and a miss on the first pitch to Chris Sabin. Sabin struck out swinging in the first inning. Lead over at first base by Bateman. 1 out, top of the third. Pickoff throw. He's back in standing up. The gap is in right center field. Shaded to the left is Marshall in center for Payette. Pitch fouled off into the parking lot, 0-2.
That's in the parking lot.
4 hits so far for Bonners Ferry. 0 for Payette. As Will Parr has thrown a couple of scoreless innings. The only player to reach has been hit by a pitch, but he was picked off by the catcher, Brady Bateman. And this one fouled off and out of play again. Count stays 0-2.
Down around the batting cages, there's a ball.
Oh, 2 ripped into left field, another base hit. Bonners Ferry is such a good hitting team. They really make good pitchers work, and here today that's no exception. Runners on first and second, so for the 3rd inning in a row, they've advanced a runner into scoring position. And this will prompt a visit. Marty Henry will head to the mound. If I could hear him getting through this thing, I would have heard you. I couldn't hear you. 1 out in the top of the 3rd. We're just here for a good time, folks. Yeah, we came for the cookies. They haven't arrived yet, but I hear they'll be here later, right? Jared Fess, the batsman, he grounded out to shortstop his first time. Runners leads off first and second. This one hit the other way to first baseman Ryan Earson, bobbles it, and out at first base on the play is Jared Fess as he tripped over the bag.
Number 2.
Ryan Earson lost control of the baseball, but a great cover job by Christopher Walker to bail him out there.
Mason Eby, then Ty Bateman.
Mason Eby, only player that has scored so far today. He'll be the batter now. Singled, advanced to second on a throwing error, moved to third on a sacrifice bunt, and scored on Will Parr's RBI single. Swung on and fouled back, 0-1. Check swing, they'll appeal to first base, and he went. 0-2. Eby couldn't hold up on that one. And Walker is 1 pitch from getting out of a jam. Be the second jam he's worked out of so far today if he's able to do it. Pitches in the dirt, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And another rare sight, the pitcher is wearing sunglasses. Don't see that every day. He's well protected from the sun, though. Nice breaking ball, called strike 3. And Christopher Walker strikes out Mason Eby looking. So a 0 put up in the inning for Bonners Ferry. 0 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners are left on base. Bottom of the third, 1-0 Badgers.
Show your school spirit with a Vandal Debit MasterCard from P1FCU. With 24/7 access, you'll be able to use your card wherever Debit MasterCard is accepted, no matter where you are. Plus, with mobile wallets, pay your way using Apple Pay, Google Pay, Samsung Pay, or MasterPass. No matter where the road takes you, let us be your guide. P1FCU, your community, your credit union. Go Vandals!
Toyota Tundra. As safe as it is tough. American made and ready to work or play. For details, see your local Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places.
Did you hear? You can get Cable One high-speed internet at an everyday low price. 100 megs, $55 a month, and save with free installation. Get the most out of your Wi-Fi. Call 855 Cable One now.
Bottom of the third inning. And Payette coming up. 7, 8, 9. Spencer Mannery, Diego Rodriguez, and Sebastian Monzo. Bottom third of the order. Left-handed batter is Spencer Mannery, the DH. Outside, ball 1. Bonners Ferry from Boundary County, Idaho. As far north as you can go, basically. Called strike 1-1. Their travel here is a little bit further than the 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how fast you drive for Payette. As this one's fouled off, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swung on and missed, strike 3. 3 strikeouts in a row for Will Parr. And he's up to 4.
Dino Rodriguez, then Sebastian Monzo.
Wind up, and the pitch is low, dropped by the catcher, 1-0. Dino Rodriguez. Sophomore for Payette. Fastball in the outside corner, 1 ball, 1 strike. Rodriguez this season batting .375 in limited action. He's played in 5 games this year. This one chopped on the ground as shortstop. Nice job to come up with a ball by Sabin, but his throw, no, you got it. Beautiful play by Sabin. So a 6-3 put out there as Rodriguez is retired, and there's 2 outs in the third. I was wondering there for a second if the foot was pulled by Walker, but he managed to keep it down and finish the play. And that's 4 batters in a row retired by Will Parr. Off the plate, 1-0. And if he can get Monzo, it'd be 3 innings to face 9 batters, which is exactly what you're looking for. The only batter to reach, Bryce Marshall, was hit by a pitch. Swung on and hit in the air, but foul and out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So lots of zeros for Payette so far on the line score. The 1-2 pitch with 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd inning is a long delay before it comes as Will Parr laughingly shakes off Brady Bateman 3 times, and that will spark a meeting of the minds on the mound. Swung out and missed, strike 3. Will Parr has struck out 4 of the last 5 batters. He puts aside Payette 1-2-3 in the 3rd inning. We head to the top of the 4th, 1-0 Bonners Ferry. For more than 50 years, Guild Mortgage has helped home buyers live their dream of home ownership by being one of the leading independent mortgage banking companies in the United States. Guild Mortgage in Fruitland combines the advantages of being a large company with a depth of knowledge, skill level, and technology, while also being run by local people who understand the local area and economy. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or 50th, contact Kara Curry at Guild Mortgage for your next mortgage loan. Their office in Fruitland is located at 127 North Whitley Drive, or call 208-740-9071. Guild Mortgage, the smarter mortgage company, says go Pirates. So again, another 1-2-3 inning for Will Parr. I'd like to remind you that if you're looking to move into a brand new personalized built home that fits around you, stop by Agile Homes in Fruitland. Agile Homes is locally owned and operated and loves serving the area high schools and student athletes.
Third baseman Ty Bateman steps in. He'll be followed by Seamus Skeen, a left fielder.
Bateman, Skeen, and Parr. 7, 8, and 9 for Bonners in the top of the 4th. 1-0, Bonners Ferry leads. First pitch swinging again. That's down the right field line. It's going to drop foul and roll to the fence down there. 0-1 the count. Ty Bateman sacrificed bunt in his first at-bat. Fouls it off again, 0-2. The next game will be Marsh Valley and Timberlake. Marsh Valley, the district champions out of District 5. Timberlake, the runner-up out of District 1, as they took on these Bonners Ferry Badgers in the district championship game. This one hit high in the air to right field. Backing up is Rodriguez. He loses it. Completely missed the baseball, so it won't be an error. And moving to second base on a double is Ty Bateman on a misread ball by Dino Rodriguez.
Ty Bateman with the hit. Brings up the left fielder.
Nobody out,
Then the pitcher,
and a man in scoring position. And again, we mentioned Rodriguez, a player that has not gotten a ton of time this season. He's being put into right field here in Game 1 of the state baseball tournament as Seamus Skeen, the left fielder, 0 for 1 today, popped out to the catcher. Leg kick and the pitch by Christopher Walker. It's a bunt put down by Skeen. Right back to Walker. Walker throws to first in time. That sacrifice will go down 1-3 on the bunt. And there's one gone, a runner on third base, and Ty Bateman.
Will Parr, the pitcher, then Brady Bateman, the catcher.
So far on the mound, Will Parr has struck out 5, and at the plate, he's got an RBI single to plate the lone run for Bonners Ferry. See if he can make it 2 for 2 here. Fouls it off, 0-1. seen a lot of good pitching performances so far through the first 10-plus innings of our baseball games today. Pitch a fastball high, 1-1. Complete game, 3-hit shutout for Lars Christensen in game 1 for Kimberly. Led them to a 1-0 win over Teton. As the winner of this game will take on Kimberly tomorrow at 4 o'clock in the afternoon in the semifinals. That's fouled off, straight back, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The other semifinal will follow at 7 o'clock. Consolation games at 10 and 1. The 1-2 with 1 out. Swung on, hit on the ground down the third baseline, trying to backhand it is Lopez, and it will ricochet over to shortstop. As I think they'll score that a hit as an RBI single for Will Parr makes it 2-0 Bonners Ferry.
Brady Bateman, the catcher, and Seth Bateman, the second baseman.
Lead off of first by Parr, and Bateman swings, hits this one in the air again down the third baseline. Lopez will have a chance to redeem himself and makes the catch. Number 2. Hit hard on the ground to second base. Monzo up with it. He throws on to first in time. One more run for Bonners Ferry in the top of the 4th inning, and they do so on 2 hits. There were no errors, and 1 runner is left on base. Bottom of the 4th inning coming up, 2-0 Badgers.
Before it goes in here, before you add a little there, before you sprinkle it here, or pour it there, before it goes in here, it had better come from here. It'll feel a lot better here. Super One Foods, the first place to save.
You're gonna win big at the Kootenai Casino and Spa.
Now is a great time to plinko and spin your way to riches at the Kootenai Casino in Bonners Ferry. Every day in May, you can qualify for a chance to play Kootenai Plinko or Super Spins and win up to $1,000 in free bonus play. More bonus play means more shots and mega jackpots. And May is the last month we're offering $59 weekday room rates. So book your Kootenai Casino getaway by calling 888-YOU-ARE-LUCKY.
You're gonna win big.
Bottom half of the 4th inning coming up. 2-0 lead for Bonners Ferry, and Will Parr has been putting up zeros, as only 1 man has reached so far for Payette, and that's Bryce Marshall, who was hit by a pitch in the 2nd. Aside from that, he's been spot on. Back to the top of the order, Bryant Gertis. Low and outside, ball 1, 1-0. Perfect time for a gem on the mound, and that is what Will Parr has had prior to that one. That one was hit high in the air. It looked like it was going to have a lot more giddy up off the bat, but instead it'll be camped under and caught by Seamus Skeen in left field. I misread that off the bat. And Austin Stryker will be the batter. Try and get you some score updates here as this inning continues. Bunt shown, laid down the first baseline. It'll roll foul. 0-1. This is Austin Stryker, the batter. He struck out looking in his last at-bat. Bonneville leads Mountain View 4-0 after 3 innings in the 5A. Cole Valley over Fur 3-0 at the end of the 6th inning. And the other game at the end of the second, Blackfoot 1 and Skyview nothing. All four of those games going on right now, called strike 0-2. You can watch all four games live at once. Pick which one you want to listen to. The 0-2 to Stryker, way outside all the way to the backstop, 1-2. That breaking ball hung over the plate a little bit, but getting under it and popping it up to left field again. This time it's Stryker, and there's 2 outs. Payette has just barely got under back-to-back, as if they straighten those out a little bit, those things are either going to go off the wall or leave the ballpark. So a couple of close calls, so to speak, for Will Parr, but nonetheless, it's 7 in a row retired for Parr now, with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Ball 1-0 to Reinerson. Popped out to second base in the first. Swung out and fouled off, 1-1. We also have our action photographer, Patty Thur, is here taking pictures. You can go to the Galleries tab on the IdahoSports.com homepage following the tournament to check out pictures of all your favorite teams and athletes out there. Pitch is low and inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. I believe we have photographers at most, if not all, the locations for state baseball this year. This one's hit into shallow center field. Coming in and finding it is Eby, and he makes the catch for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. 3 pop-ups to the outfield, and Payette is retired in the 4th inning. Head to the top of the 5th, 2-0. Bonners Ferry. The insurance group in Fruitland is most often described using 5 words: integrity, commitment, creativity, quality, and trust. Since they are independent and locally owned, they work for you, not an insurance company. Their agents work with you to develop creative solutions to develop how to manage your risks and control costs while earning your trust. And that's their number 1 goal. Visit them in person at 211 North Whitley Drive in Fruitland or call 208-452-3543. The Insurance Group, where insurance really is their middle name. And Coldwell Banker is one of the top real estate companies in the Treasure Valley. Jeff and Marquita Williams at Coldwell Banker Classic Properties in Payette are dedicated to serving their clients in the western Treasure Valley. Their real estate team is also closely linked to a wide variety of service providers who are experienced in assisting you in selling your home or purchasing your dream house. Whatever your needs are, they have the resources to help you out. Give Jeff or Marquita a call at 208-642-9316 for all your real estate needs. Good luck, Pirates, from all the agents at Coldwell Banker Classic Properties in Payette.
Andrews here in the top of the 5th inning. He'll be followed by Chris Saban, the shortstop.
Ball hit to shortstop and a quick toss across in time for out number 1. Walker is retired, Shane Walker. So again, all zeros for Payette as far as batting goes in this one. And Bonners Ferry a 2-0 lead with solo runs in the 2nd and 4th innings. Pitch is outside, ball 1 to Chris Saban. One ball, no strike. Pitch is hit in the air, skied to shallow right field, and Rodriguez lost it again. Somehow backs up and finds it and makes the catch, but Rodriguez almost had the 2nd disaster in as many innings there, but for Payette instead, it's out number 2. 4 in a row retired for Christopher Walker. On the other side of things, Will Parr has retired 8 in a row. Pitch hit down the line in right field, and we'll go foul. 0-1. Fouled off. No balls, 2 strikes. Leg kick in the pitch. This hit on the ground to second base. Up with the ball is Monzo. His throw to first, not in time. He was slow with it. And great hustle down the line there by Jared Fess. As that's why you got to get rid of that baseball quickly there if you're Monzo, who was right next to the bag, and no argument at all from Tracy Bratcher. No balls, 1 strike. Mason Eby the batter. Pickoff throw over to first, sliding back safely is Jared Fess. Payette, a nice little tribute to Harmon Killebrew on their roster, as he's listed as number 12 on here. Of course, the retired jersey number for Payette, Major League Baseball Hall of Famer. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lead off of first base. There's 2 outs, top 5. Runner goes. Pitch is swung on and missed. Throw to second. Is going to head into center field. Slow to get up. At second is Jared Fess. And he'll just be in there with a steal. Doesn't advance there as Stryker's throw just went right between both of them. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Strike 3 for out number 3.
No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner is left on second base. Bottom of the 5th inning, Bonners Ferry 2 and Payette nothing on idahosports.com.
You can bake it. You can chop it. You can carve it. You can slice it. You can juice it. You can dice it. You can trim it. Ice it. Soak it. Burn it. Boil it. Shred it. Sear it. Or tear it. But when it comes to low prices, you just can't cut it any closer than Super One. Super One Foods, the first place to save.
Cottage home, craftsman home, Victorian home, dream home. Your home, the Westmark Mortgage Center, with a variety of home loans tailored for everything you need.
Pioneer Title Company is a proud supporter of Payette Athletics and wants to wish them luck at state. I'd like to thank all of our local sponsors: Agile Homes, Farmers Mutual Telephone Company, Guild Mortgage, Pioneer Title Company, Steve's Hometown Chevrolet, the Insurance Group in Fruitland, Coldwell Banker Classic Properties, Ball Here Federal Credit Union, P1 FCU, Super One Foods, and the Kootenai River Inn and Casino.
James Lopez on deck.
4, 5, and 6 coming up for Payette, as they've been held to 0 so far. Bryce Marshall, Gabe Lopez, and Christopher Walker against the right-hander Will Parr. 5 strikeouts for Parr to this point. Low and out of the zone, 1 ball and no strikes. This is the only man that's reached so far, Bryce Marshall. He was hit by a pitch, but then thrown out at first by catcher Brady Bateman. Pitch is low, 2 balls and no strikes, as he caught him leaning off the bag. Will Parr, a fastball called strike 2-1. As he's pretty spot on with his location today, as nobody's getting solid contact. They're either getting under it or hitting it on the ground. And as we mentioned, most of them are not even doing that, as that one is fouled back, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Got to be cognizant of the fact, though, that Payette has a lot of hitters, so if you let up at all, they're going to come and make you pay. This is a high chopper to third base, coming in on the baseball and throwing across, and it gets by the first baseman. And we're going to give him a hit. So that's the first hit of the game for Payette here in the 5th. And that's a good call here because the third baseman's throw was late anyway, so even if the first baseman would have caught it, he would have been safe. Gabe Lopez, the third baseman, will be the batter.
Gabe Lopez, third baseman. Christopher Walker on deck.
We were looking for baseball history here. It was a little early, though. Gabe Lopez struck out looking in the second inning. Pitch right back to Parr. Parr picks it up, throws to second, and it's off the glove of the shortstop, Nick Saban. Chris Saban, excuse me. That's an E6 on the drop.
Christopher Walker, then Spencer Mallory, DH.
So runners off first and second, nobody out. Bottom 5. Bunt shown, pulled back on, and a called strike. 0-1. Good baseball game here from Treasure Valley Community College. Back-to-back good games, in fact. Bunt shown, and it's swung at. But getting to third base anyways is Marshall with no throw, as he just swiped the bag, and it was a result of Walker leaving the bat out in front for a little while there, and he kind of lulled Bateman to sleep a little bit. So that puts runners on the corners as Payette's first run is 90 feet away. Baseball final, Coal Valley 3, Firth nothing. Micah Ferguson throws a complete game shutout for the Chargers. An 0-2 count on Christopher Walker. Out of the stretch, the pitch high and inside, ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Middle infield at double play depth. Just behind the patch of grass at third base is Ty Bateman. This one hit on the ground, foul down the first baseline. Count stays 1-2. Big at-bat here for Walker and the Pirates. Mannery on deck. Swung on and skied in the air to shallow center field. Might be a play at the plate. Eby makes the catch. Runner takes from third base, and the throw is overshot. We're going to have another dive towards the plate, and oh my word, I thought they got him, but they're going to call him safe at home. Now they've got a man in between second and third, as the Badgers cannot believe it. Their entire bench got up right after that happened, as it looked like Will Parr beat him to the plate. But the home plate umpire calls him safe, and moving all the way to second base is Lopez.
Mason Eby caught that fly ball in center field for out number 1.
So it's a sac fly for Walker. 2-1 Bonners Ferry. That throw was way offline, but the reason that they had a play at the plate is that the pitcher, Parr, was backing up, and right after he caught it, he just sprinted towards home, and they were both diving at the same time. Could have had a head-first collision, but fortunately that didn't happen. But unfortunately for the Badgers, that's the first Payette run. It's 2-1. 1 out, bottom 5. Spencer Mannery, the batsman. Mannery struck out swinging in the 3rd inning. Lopez is lead off of second base. Parr sets at the letters, and they show bunt again. This one offered at and missed. 0-1. Left-handed batter, Mannery, swings and misses 0-2. You got to credit the center fielder, Eby, though. He did get enough air on it, which is half the battle in that regard. And it was a good at-bat for Walker, who saw 5 pitches before hitting the sacrifice fly to center. Open stance, the pitch. Outside corner, called strike 3, and Mannery goes down by way of the K for the 2nd time here this afternoon. 2 outs for Payette, and Dino Rodriguez, the right fielder who grounded out to shortstop in the 3rd, is the batter. Lopez off second, getting a big lead. Nobody's holding him on there. He can take more steps if he wants to. Long wait, and a breaking ball bends over 0-1. Good pitch there by Parr, who's gotten 6 strikeouts so far today. We saw 9 in the last game for Lars Christensen. For Kimberly. And he is going awfully slow with that runner on second base as he steps off, does Parr, and looks him back. You risk getting out of rhythm if you're a pitcher in this instance, but goes a lot quicker this time, throws it home, and a called strike 0-2. I don't think he had any intention of actually coming home on the instance before. It just looked like he was content holding the ball on the mound to try and keep Lopez as close as possible. 0-2 pitch fouled off again by Rodriguez.
Probably in the parking lot also.
Lopez on second after reaching on an error by the shortstop, as he could not field a throw that was aimed his direction from the pitcher, Will Parr. They tried to turn 2. That one behind Rodriguez, 1-2. Next game slated to start at 4 o'clock, Marsh Valley and Timberlake. And rain scheduled as well for 3 o'clock, I'm hearing. Somebody said a 100% chance. We'll see how accurate the weather is. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And the inning is finally over. 1 run on 1 hit. There was an error, and that led to the run. And 1 runner is left on base. Top of the 6th inning coming up. 2-1, Bonners Ferry.
Soldiers in the Army National Guard live up to a set of time-honored principles. They stand ready to respond to any crisis. They serve in their communities as citizens and as soldiers. They train part-time to be ready to serve at all times. Learn more at NationalGuard.com.
My name is Charles, and I smoked for 21 years. I have 4 kids, and they are asking me, Daddy, can you stop smoking? And it's just the look in their eyes when I said I would, and then all of a sudden I would pick it back up. They just look at me and they're like, so disappointed. That made me feel bad. My girlfriend, her and I both quit at the same time. We just decided we're going to have to talk each other through. And so we were supportive along the way. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or visit projectfilter.org.
Take the P1FCU 60-day challenge. You can try out all the benefits of our Good Sense Enhanced checking account for only $4.99. That's 50% off our regular price. What are you waiting for? Take the challenge today. P1FCU, your community, your credit union.
Top of the sixth inning, and Bonner's Ferry set to send Ty Bateman, Seamus Skeen, and Will Parr to the dish against Christopher Walker, who continues another inning of work. Low and inside, ball one, 1-0. Walker has yielded 8 hits so far, 2 runs, 1 earned, and 4 strikeouts. Leg kick, and the pitch is outside corner for a called strike, 1-1. Again, in that land where the batter really doesn't have a whole lot they could do with it other than try and slap it foul. This is hit straight to the center fielder. Marshall finds it and makes the catch for out number 1.
Takes that shot in center field for out number 1.
And again, we mentioned Marsh Valley and Timberlake next, but the final game today, Homedale and South Fremont. That's slated for a 7 o'clock start time, and I think the lights are going to need to be activated for that one based on the cloud cover we're seeing coming in here. I think we're about to get dumped on shortly. Strike call to Seamus Skeen. 0-1. Lightning in the area as well. Called strike 3, set him down. Seamus Skeen goes down by the looking K, and there's 2 gone in the top of the 6th for the Badgers. As Christopher Walker, you got to credit him. He has kept his Pirates in this ball game today, despite giving up 8 hits. We can get an out here. It'll send up Payette 9-1-2 in the bottom of the 6th. That's low, 1-0 to Will Parr. That one goes down the right field line. Foul ball, 1-1, and I think we're probably going to have a break in the action here shortly, but right now we're going to continue to play baseball. So just let it happen. I'd be more concerned about getting hit by lightning in my car. 2 balls and 1 strike. Breaking ball inside, 3-1. Paul Kingsbury is listening to the game as he drives through Fruitland on his way up to Orofino for the 1A tournament tomorrow. As this one's hit into the gap in right center field, diving and not able to make the catch is Marshall, rounding first base and heading towards second is Will Parr with a double, and he stays there as a good throw to the cutoff man from the outfield as they threw it exactly where they needed to Bryant Curtis, and that will keep it to a double for Will Parr, who is 3 for 3 so far today. 2 singles, 2 RBIs, and a double. And the inning continues with 2 outs. And Brady Bateman, the batter. Bateman 0 for 3 so far today from the leadoff spot, as he's the man behind the dish in this game. Christopher Walker steps off the mound, spits in the dirt, and puts his foot back on the slab of rubber and is ready to work on the left-hander Bateman. Lefty-on-lefty matchup off of second base is Will Parr. Leg kick in the pitch. Swung on and hit in the air, foul down the left field line and out of play. 0-1 on Brady Bateman.
We got 2 out. Yes, we do. I think it pops up every once in a while. Make sure.
Hit into center field, going to drop in right in front of Marshall. He's up with the ball, throws it to the cutoff man, Reinerson, not in time on the throw back to home. And scoring on an RBI single by Brady Bateman is Will Parr, and it's 3-1 Bonners Ferry. And now it's Seth Bateman's turn. Seth Bateman 2 for 3, doubled in the first, singled in the third, and grounded out to second base in the fourth inning. Runner on first, Brady Bateman takes a small lead, held on by Reinerson. This one rolled on a bunt down the third baseline and foul, 0-1. Fastball on the outside corner, 0-2 on Seth Bateman. So after the next out, they're going to clear the stadium for a minimum of half an hour, and we're going to have a delay here in the middle of the sixth inning due to, I guess, thunder and lightning in the areas. This one is hit up the middle. That'll be a base hit. Hitting into second is Brady Bateman, and Seth Bateman reaches on the single.
Shane Walker, first baseman. Chris Saban, shortstop.
Tyler Grant, the tournament director, having a discussion with the home plate umpire regarding the weather situation. As Armageddon is coming. And so that's where we're going to pause this thing.
At this time, we would ask you to clear the stadium. And
so they'll clear the stadium. We'll leave the broadcast on with a message regarding what's happening so that people that jump on aren't completely clueless. And when we come back, it will be Shane Walker due to come up. Back after this on Idaho Sports, 3-1 Bonners Ferry leads. Good ovation as the teams retake the field. Payette is out there. Their left-handed pitcher, Christopher Walker, will remain in the game. Top of the 6th inning, 2 outs, and a 3-1 Bonners Ferry Badger lead. Brady Bateman, the runner on second base, and Seth Bateman, the runner on first base for the 3-hole hitter, Shane Walker. Walker 0 for 3 so far today, and will stand in after a 1 hour and 20-minute delay.
Second baseman is on first. Shane Walker's at bat with no count.
Game will get restarted here at 3:35 local time. Now, hold on a second. Tracy Bratcher is going to change pitchers. So Reinierson will come in to pitch. Marshall over to first base. Take a quick break and come back on IdahoSports.com.
The Army National Guard is committed to keeping the country safe and our communities secure. Hundreds of thousands of citizen soldiers in every corner of America stand ready to respond to local or statewide emergencies. We protect the homeland. We are always there when called upon, and in every state and territory, we stand guard for our communities. Learn how to join at NationalGuard.com.
College home, craftsman home, Victorian home, dream home. Your home, the Westmark Mortgage Center, with a variety of home loans tailored for everything you need.
Toyota Tundra. As safe as it is tough. American made and ready to work or play. For details, see your local Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places.
The new pitcher for Payette is the left-hander Mason Reinierson as Christopher Walker moves to center field and Marshall heads to first base. Reinierson on the season, 3-1 record in 8 appearances. He has a save and a 1.17 earned run average. As Reinierson will come in and face the 3-hole hitter for Bonners Ferry, Shane Walker, as they decide to pull the plug on Christopher Walker after 5 2/3 innings. 11 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned. He's responsible for both runners on the base and 5 strikeouts,
Shane Walker,
I believe, here today.
Steps in there with no count. Runners on first and second, 2 out. Top of the 6th inning.
So a big spot out of the bullpen for Reinierson. As after the delay, we are back from TVCC, a lightning delay. The pitch swung on and fouled off to the right side, 0-1. Looks the runner back to second, will now come home. The leg kick and the pitch. It's low and inside for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bonners Ferry trying to extend a 3-1 lead. Team that advanced to the state championship a year ago swung on and missed. Snap throw to second is not in time. Good throw by Stryker as he almost got Brady Bateman off the base. Gertis was there on the cover. Count 1-2 on Shane Walker. As the outfield shaded to the right. The pitch. Swung on and hit to the left center field. It'll drop in for a base hit. Rounding third is Brady Bateman. He'll score. It's misplayed by Walker in center. Tom Turpin is waving another Badger around third base, and Seth Bateman will score as well. A 2 RBI hit there for Shane Walker. Five to 1, Bonners Ferry. 3 runs in the inning so far, as both of the runs score credited to Christopher Walker. He gives up 5 runs today. First pitch to Chris Sabin is fouled off, 0-1. Sabin is 1 for 3 today, singled in the 3rd inning, struck out looking in the 1st, and flew out to right field in the 5th inning. Pitch is a low called strike, 0-2. Two RBI double for Shane Walker. He takes his lead. Reinerson's breaking ball misses the plate outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So a tough spot for Payette here, as the game was suspended with 2 runners already aboard. You don't really want to put the same pitcher back out there after such a long lull. So they go to Reinerson, and he gets hit hard by Walker and is now working on Chris Sabin with a 2-2 count. The 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Bonners Ferry in the top of the 6th inning, a long top of the 6th inning, gets 3 runs, and they do so courtesy of 4 hits. There were no errors in the inning, and 1 runner is left aboard on second base. Bottom of the 6th inning coming up. Bonners Ferry 5, Payette 1 on IdahoSports.com.
Now is a great time to plinko and spin your way to riches at the Kootenai Casino in Bonners Ferry. Every day in May, you can qualify for a chance to play Kootenai Plinko or Super Spins and win up to $1,000 in free bonus play. More bonus play means more shots and mega jackpots. And May is the last month we're offering $59 weekday room rates. So book your Kootenai Casino getaway by calling 888 You Are Lucky.
You're gonna win big.
Your dream, your concept, your commitment, your credit union, Westmark Credit Union, everything you need.
Did you hear? You can get Cable One high-speed internet at an everyday low price. 100 megs, $55 a month, and save with free installation. Get the most out of your Wi-Fi. Call 855-CABLE-1 now.
Take the P1FCU 60-day challenge. You can try out all the benefits of our Good Sense Enhanced checking account for only $4.99. That's 50% off our regular price. What are you waiting for? Take the challenge today. P1FCU, your community, your credit union.
5-1 Badgers. They tack on 3 insurance runs in the top of the 6th inning, and Payette has 6 outs to play with to try and cut in to a 4-run deficit. They'll start it off here with 9-1-2 coming up. Sebastian Monzo, Bryant Gertis, and Austin Stryker against right-hander Will Parr. Low and outside, ball 1-0. In his only at-bat today, Monzo struck out swinging in the 3rd inning. 1-0 way outside as the first couple of pitches. A little bit of a different look for Parr. Those were both pretty far outside. The 2-0 pitch is outside corner this time, 2-1. Swung on and fouled off to the right side. Foul ball, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And 2-2, a chopper in between short and third. It was tough originally by the third baseman, and the shortstop gets it on the deflection, and Sabin somehow gets Monzo out at first base. 5-6-3. It looked like there was a deflection off the glove of Ty Bateman at third base, and that is an exciting out number 1 as Monzo is retired. What a throw by Sabin. back to the top of the order in the shortstop, Bryant Gertis. Breaking ball right between the wickets of Brady Bateman to the backstop, 1-0. Again, our local sponsors today, Agile Homes, Farmers Mutual Telephone Company, Guild Mortgage, Pioneer Title Company, Steve's Hometown Chevrolet, the Insurance Group in Fruitland, Coldwell Banker Classic Properties, pitch outside 2-0. Malheur Federal Credit Union, P1FCU, Super One Foods, and the Kootenai River Inn and Casino. 2-0 pitch low, ball 3, 3-0. Outside corner, called strike, 3-1. Hit on the ground, a shortstop backhanded play by Saban. He quickly gets up, throw to first in time. Another beautiful play by Saban at shortstop, the second of the inning, as he flashes the leather on the Payette Pirates.
Number 2.
That was a fantastic play by Saban, as Chris Saban continues on the last name tradition here at Bonners Ferry. Pitch is a breaking ball just a bit inside, and the count is 1-0 on Austin Stryker, the 2-hole hitter. Stryker 0 for 2 today. Struck out looking and flew out to left field. Pitch outside, 2-0. Quick worker Will Parr right back to work. Pitch is high and inside for a ball, 3-0.
Austin Stryker, Mason Ryderson on deck.
Lower strike as he finally gets it into the zone here in this at-bat to Austin Stryker, who got ahead quickly, 3-0. It's now 3-1. Good hitter's pitch coming up, and he missed it, 3-2. Expect something to get a little bit more of the plate than that, but he kind of got it on the lower outside corner. Not a lot that Stryker could do with it, and he swung right through it. Full count payoff pitch coming to Stryker, fouled off to the left and into the Payette dugout. Next pitch will be the 7th of the at-bat to Stryker. This game started at 12:57, 2-hour and 50-minute mark if you count in the suspension time, as they're going to ring him up on a check swing, I guess. And the only reason was because Stryker started heading toward the dugout. I don't think he offered it that, but he thought he was called out on strikes, I guess. I don't know what happened there. So 1, 2, 3 go the Payette Pirates in the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll head to the top of the 7th, 5-1 Bonners Ferry.